What is up, guys? Mega Matt here with another pickups video for the month of September. I got a lot of stuff this month, so I'm just gonna go ahead and jump right into it. A lot of good stuff. First thing I got a lot of like handheld systems this month, along with some other systems. This I saw on the app Mercari. Lady posted it. I think it was $25. You don't see this very often. I am looking for the Target version of this, but this is the Toys R Us version. But this is a Game Boy Advance, the dark blue Toys R Us edition handheld. Does have the battery cover and everything, so pretty good deal for that. I was pretty stoked to get that. So, another Game Boy Advance, which I found at a Goodwill. Just a system. They just had it sitting behind the counter. I've noticed that one of the Goodwills I go to, if they have like handheld stuff or anything that's small, game-wise, or anything, they usually have it sitting behind the counter on these shelves, and you can ask to look at it and buy it if you want to, but they have these shelves back there. But this was sitting up against a book or something on the shelf. I just saw it and I asked to look at it. It's in very nice shape. It's just a regular Indigo Game Boy Advance. So I think I paid $6 for that, $6 or $7. So not a bad score there. I got a bunch of stuff here. I'm trying to figure out where I can put it all. Alright. Let's see. Moving on to a Facebook deal that I got. One of the better Facebook deal. Lady was asking $10 for these games, which was a really good deal to begin with. But to find out that all these games are factory sealed, which is even crazier. But still in the package, still has the cellophane, but they're all PS3 games. So we got Ben 10 Galactic Racing. As you can kind of see how shiny it is. It's factory sealed. Uncharted 3, still in the packaging. And the best one out of the deal, which is kind of the cellophane is ripped a little bit, but it's not, you know, completely bit. That is Legend of Spyro Dawn of the Dragon, which this game alone is still $30-40. Just complete, but sealed goes for more actually, and that's pretty much why I jumped on it. So don't know if I'm gonna keep those because I'm not a sealed collector per se. They were just cheap, and I just picked them up because they were cheap. Actually, I'll go on the same day at Goodwill. I found these that GBA. I found these games just randomly. These are all complete except this last one, I believe. Yeah. So they have Goodwill. If you ever been to Goodwill, which I'm sure a lot of you have, they have their DVD section and Blu-rays and whatever CDs, and there's always games mixed in. Well, I go every Friday because I don't work Fridays, and sometimes I'm lucky, sometimes I don't find anything, and it's just hit or miss. And that week I was in there, I just happened to score some stuff, so it's pretty cool. I think these were $2.99 each, I believe, $2.99. But we got for the Wii Super Swing Golf Season 2. This is kind of obscure golfing game. It's by Tecmo. It's got some characters from other games in it, I think. I don't really recognize any of them, but they're just like, yeah, I don't know what else to say about this. I've never played it, so I don't really know. And then this game, which I was kind of surprised when I looked it up, it goes for some money, but this is Urban Chaos Riot Response on the PlayStation 2. Complete. And then this one, which sadly has no manual, but it still goes for a decent amount, and that is Boulder Gate Dark Alliance 2 for the PlayStation 2. So that was all found at Goodwill. I will jump into... I got so much stuff here, guys. I apologize. Another couple Facebook deals. These were $2 each, $2 or $3 each. Lady listed a bunch of Wii games. I asked how much for each, and she said $2 each. And then she looked up prices, I guess, and she feels she didn't want to charge me more, but she said since she made the deal with me that she would keep it at that. But for the Wii, we got Mario Kart Wii, which still goes for $20-30. And this I didn't have for my collection, so I think I might keep it. But this is Resident Evil Archives, Resident Evil 0 for the Wii. And then another Facebook deal. Somebody posted, actually a garage sale. Garage sale post. It posted they had a DS and a bunch of games that were at the sale. Sadly, I couldn't make the sale. I think I was out of town that weekend. But I asked her if she would, hold any games, and she said, well, if they don't sell over the weekend, then yeah, I could purchase the game separately. So I didn't hear anything, so I figured it sold, but she messaged me later, and she wanted $5 a piece for these. Pretty good titles: Mario and Luigi, Bowser's Inside Story for the DS. And this one, which I want to play, and it still goes for decent amount, so I'm glad I got it for cheap. So, and that is Super Princess Peach on the DS. So I'm going to be adding that to the collection. Hopefully get around to playing that soon. Hopefully, maybe. I don't know. Okay. We'll move on to... I'll just do this, I guess. So I saw a listing for a PlayStation 3 God of War edition, but the guy was located in DeKalb, Illinois, which is about 35-40 minute drive from here. So I asked him, if he had any games or anything else. He did have some other stuff, but it wasn't anything I was really interested in until I got there. And I'll just go ahead and show the system here, but we got the PlayStation 3 God of War Red Edition. It is kind of dirty, kind of beat up. I'm going to have to clean it up, and hopefully, he said it worked last time he tested it, so I'm praying that it works, because if it doesn't, I'm going to be really bummed out. It came with the cords, it came with matching red controller. That was $50. However, he threw in this for free, which I thought was really nice of him. But I don't have this color. I'm trying to get all the red systems, so to speak, because red's my favorite color. I don't know. Maybe I'm being a little retarded, but I like red, and I'm trying to get all like red handheld systems and everything. But this is kind of, it's like a pink almost, not red. Game Boy Color. It is missing the battery cover, but I could find. And then it had these 3 games in it. Nothing too crazy. Mortal Kombat 2, The Mummy, and kind of a beat-up copy of Miss Pac-Man on the Game Boy Color. So he threw that in for free, which I thought was super nice of him to do that. I think he threw in some games too, some other games, but I don't remember. I might have already traded those in or sold them off. I don't know, because I was looking. I can't really. I have all my stuff that I get in the month in like one little area, but sometimes I sporadically I move stuff around. So I believe that was it that he had. Like I said, he had some other stuff. I think it was like some Wii games and other stuff, but it was nothing I was really interested in, so I passed on it. But then I went to, while I was in DeKalb, there's actually a store called the Gaming Goat, which is more like a tabletop game store. We have one here where I live, and it's just board games and tabletop games. But the one in DeKalb actually has video games that you can buy, and actually they have like a basement where you can go down there and play the games for as long as you want, and then if you want to buy them, you can buy them. But I usually try to make a stop in there because they do have some decent stuff in there. And it's priced fairly decent. A lot of it is priced like from price charting, which is kind of what I use. So, but I got 3 games from there. Nothing too crazy. We got Lost in Blue, which I believe, yeah, it doesn't have the manual or anything, but still, I've never played this game. I don't know. Looks interesting. So, then this one, which I've never seen before, it's Bubble Bobble Double Shot, which basically looks like Bust a Move. It's like Bust a Move, basically, but it's got like some Bubble Bobble features in it, I guess. If you've never played Bubble Bobble on the regular Nintendo, it's an awesome game. Highly recommend it. And then this, which was only loose, but I think it was only like $5, and this is a Silent Hill Origins on the PSP. So, not too bad. So, pretty awesome there. Moving on. Let's see, where do I want to go here? I'll do this. So, another garage sale was listed on Facebook that I always notice. This is probably going to be one of the last videos with garage sale pickups because it's getting colder outside and garage sales are becoming less and less now. People aren't having them. So, like spilling stuff all over. Lady listed, she was having a garage sale. She listed PlayStation 2 in games. So I thought, well, you know, there's some good PlayStation 2 games on there. So I decided to take a shot. Turns out it was only a PlayStation 2 with like 2 or 3 games with it. However, she had that in like these big like gallon Ziploc bags. She also had a DS system with a bunch of games in there, and she was asking $50 for that. And I talked her down to $40, so she took $40 for everything, and pretty good, pretty decent haul here. But we got the it's a blue DSi. It's got some scratches and scuffs on the screen a little bit. I don't know if you guys can see that. Pretty decent condition, but then they got this stack of games here. Starting with this one has not the original art or anything, but it's Need for Speed Most Wanted. Just try and go through these quick. My Sims Agents. The rest of these are complete with everything. My Sims Sky Heroes. My Sims Racing. WWE SmackDown vs. Raw 2010. Deca Sports DS. Never really heard of that one. NFL Backyard Football 09. Let me see here. We've got Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2. Call of Duty World at War. Call of Duty Modern Warfare Mobilized. Call of Duty Black Ops. This game, which I've never seen before, it's by Atlas. Atlas is a God, I'm brain farting right now. Developer that people collect for. They make a lot of decent games. But some people collect just Atlas games. I'm not one of those collectors, but this is Trackmania DS. It's like a racing F1 racing game by Atlas. So I've never seen that before. And then the 3 best ones in the stack is Mario Kart DS, New Super Mario Bros, and the last one is Mario Hoops 3-on-3. So $40 for all that, which is a phenomenal deal. Fantastic deal. Definitely wasn't expecting that since I went to the garage sale expecting PS2 stuff. So yeah. I got a couple more things to show. Just trying to get stuff out of the way here. Picked this up at my game store. This was actually pretty cheap. It's a Working Designs game. Again, Working Designs is uh, another company. What the heck? Developer. I can't think right now. Developer that people collect for. They do a lot of like foily covers and disc variations and stuff like that. But this was, I think, $10, and that is Grow Lancer Generations. You can kind of see how it's kind of shiny. I don't know, my camera is not very good. I need a new camera. So, and then I picked this up. I do have one of these, but this is like an upgrade. Normally when these come in, they sell right away. I didn't have the matching controller for this system. It was not cheap by any means, but mine has some yellowing on the back of it. This one is super, super clean, so I'm definitely keeping this one. This is the best way to play regular Nintendo games, in my opinion. They load a lot faster. You don't have to mess with, blowing in the cartridge much or anything, but this is a NES top loader. Like the game just goes in the top there, just like a Super Nintendo, and 9 times out of 10 it works right away as long as the game isn't really dirty. But what I didn't have with mine is the matching dog bone controller. So super stoked to have that. Like I said, definitely wasn't cheap. Came with all the cords and hookups. So that was pretty awesome. And then the last thing, the best deal of the month. This guy was on Let Go. Deal on Let Go that I found. Bunch of regular Nintendo games. Bunch of like random stuff, accessories and everything. The guy was asking $50, and there is 6, 7, 8, 9. There's like 26, 27 games here. So for $50, I mean that's like what, like $2 a game, little less than $2 a game, and some of these games are definitely worth it. He did have a bag with some like accessories, regular NES controller. There was like a receiver for the Sega Genesis Menacer, which is like the Super Scope. It was just the receiver though, no gun or anything to go with it. There was like an Atari controller in there, kind of weird. This was in there too, which is an NES Advantage joystick that first came out for the regular Nintendo. And then the games, which is what is worth this deal all in itself. So I'm going to go through these real quick. We got one lone Sega Genesis game, that's Double Dragon. That's the only Genesis game it came with. I asked him if he had any more stuff, he said no. This was his girlfriend's games when she was younger, and she just wanted to get rid of them. He said if he does find anything else, he would contact me. However, this was at like the very beginning of the month, so I had not heard anything else from him, so I'm pretty sure that that's all he had. We have a Game Genie for the Nintendo, and then now going through the games, start with the most desirable, which is, Jeopardy. Jeopardy, we got Tecmo Baseball, Konami Track and Field 2, Bayou Billy, what is this? Wood and Water, Town and Country, Surf Design, a surfing game. We got Kung Fu Heroes, Home Alone, Tiny Toon Adventures, Tiny Toon Adventures 2, Trouble in Wacky Land. Trouble in Wacky Land. Never heard of that one. Bugs Bunny Birthday Blowout. Bugs Bunny Crazy Castle. The original X-Men, which is freaking horrible on the Nintendo. AVG and did a video on that and beat it up pretty bad. One that I don't that I don't really see that often. Cobra Command, shooter game with Data East. We got original Mario Bros. Duck Hunt, a Tengen version of Pac-Man, Batman. That's a good one. We're getting into the good games now. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game, another classic. Yoshi, which I believe is just a puzzle game. We got Donkey Kong Classics, Super Mario Brothers 2. This game, which you normally see on the Super Nintendo, it's kind of uncommon on the regular Nintendo, but that's Mario is Missing. Metroid, gotta love Metroid. And then these last three are probably the best of the best. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3, The Manhattan Project. I do have this game complete in box. I had it when I was a child. I've had it from my childhood. I've played through it. It's a really good game. This one, which is very uncommon, you don't normally see. This is Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. And then the last game, which is the most valuable game in this whole lot. The label on it is beautiful, and yeah, I couldn't believe when I saw this in the stack. It wasn't in the picture, but then he took some more pictures of the games, and when I saw it, I had to have it. But this is Swamp Thing, which I believe still goes. I think it goes for around $100, which is crazy. I don't know if it was like last print, or very low print run, or like one of the last NES games on the system. Not 100% sure on that, but $50 for all that, just an amazing deal there. So, and that's it, guys. That's all I got for this month. Next month is going to be awesome because I've already have it. Actually, I'll just mention it right here. I've been playing the new Mega Man 11 that just came out. It is pretty good. It's pretty good. Awesome. Having a real good time with that. Haven't beaten it yet, but I'm playing through it. Hopefully I beat it, and I'll beat it, and well, of course I'll beat it. But it's like hopefully it has a lot more replay value, which I think it will. It's pretty good. So I will show that in next video because I did get that at the beginning of the month, and I did get something else with it, but you guys will have to wait to find out. So, but anyway, I appreciate you guys watching, and until next time, take care.